B vitamins have long held a prized position in the nutritional world, often seen as quiet protectors of our most essential systems, particularly the brain and the heart. Among the most celebrated are B3, niacin, B6, pyridoxine, and B12, cobalamin, each playing vital roles in cellular energy production, neurotransmitter synthesis, homocysteine metabolism, and vascular maintenance. In the right doses, these nutrients offer foundational support to the brain-heart axis, that delicate partnership where cognitive health and cardiovascular resilience are in constant conversation. But as with many things in the body, balance is everything. When taken in excess, particularly through supplements or fortified foods, these same vitamins can begin to behave very differently. What begins as support may evolve into sabotage. Let's start with what makes them essential. B3, or niacin, plays a key role in forming NAD and NADP, molecules involved in mitochondrial function and DNA repair, critical for both brain cell survival and energy production. Niacin also improves blood lipid profiles, lowering LDL and raising HDL, which theoretically supports cardiovascular health. B6 is a cofactor in neurotransmitter synthesis. Serotonin, dopamine, and GABA all depend on it, and it helps regulate homocysteine, an amino acid linked to vascular inflammation. B12 is indispensable for myelin formation, nerve cell protection, and also homocysteine metabolism. In short, these three B vitamins are central to keeping the nervous system sharp and the vascular system clean. But here's where the story begins to split. When consumed in high doses, particularly far beyond dietary levels, these same vitamins can start to cause unexpected and often overlooked harm, particularly to the vascular system. Niacin, for example, when taken in pharmacological amounts, doesn't just affect lipid levels. It also produces inflammatory metabolites like 4-PY, which interfere with normal NAD metabolism and may promote endothelial stress and increased expression of inflammatory markers like VCM1. What was once a cholesterol-lowering ally becomes a vessel agitator, creating a subtle but significant disruption in the lining of arteries that are supposed to remain smooth and friction-free. Vitamin B6, though necessary for neurotransmitter balance, becomes neurotoxic at high doses, ironically causing peripheral neuropathy, the very condition it's often used to treat. But the vascular side of B6 overload is less discussed. Excessive B6 can alter nitric oxide regulation and may disrupt vascular tone, potentially contributing to endothelial dysfunction in ways that are still not fully understood. The same compound that helps nerves fire and vessels relax in proper doses might tip into overexcitation or dysregulation with chronic overuse. Then there's B12. Widely embraced for its ability to protect the brain, prevent anemia, and manage homocysteine, it seems above reproach. But even B12 is not exempt from complications. Excessive levels of circulating B12, particularly from high-dose injections or fortified foods, have been associated in some studies with increased cancer risk, possibly due to the nutrient's role in promoting cell proliferation. Meanwhile, supraphysiological B12 levels may paradoxically increase oxidative stress or alter immune function in susceptible individuals. And while B12 is often taken to protect the heart via homocysteine reduction, high doses of both B12 and B6 together in some trials have actually been linked to increased rates of cardiovascular events in certain populations. Instead of improving outcomes, the biochemical intervention appears to have triggered an imbalance, exposing a deeper complexity in the brain-heart connection. All of this underscores a simple but often forgotten truth. Vitamins are not inert. They are biologically active compounds that interact with complex systems, enzymes, hormones, immune cells, neurons, and endothelial linings. Their effects are not always linear, and their benefits do not automatically scale with dose. The same B vitamin that fills a nutritional gap in someone with a deficiency can cause damage in someone already well-nourished. The brain and heart may need these compounds to function at their best, but they also need them in the right context, the right ratio, and above all, the right amount. In today's supplement-saturated culture, where B-complex capsules promise energy, focus, and cardiovascular protection in one flashy bottle, the message has become dangerously oversimplified. What started as a means of prevention has evolved into chronic excess for many, thanks to overlapping fortified foods, supplements, and enhanced drinks. And when we take more than we need, we enter the shadow zone, where protective compounds begin to undermine the very systems they were meant to support. The brain becomes jittery or numb, the heart becomes inflamed rather than protected, and the line between help and harm disappears into a fog of marketing and megadoses. The B vitamins deserve their place in the spotlight, but not unchecked. They are essential, yes, but not immune to the laws of biology. Their brilliance lies in their balance, and their power in their precision. More is not better. Better is better. And in the complex dance between the brain and the heart, even the most helpful nutrients must learn to keep the rhythm, or risk disrupting the entire performance.